I wonder why that's not working. That's working. So that's nice. Gravity has got a hold on me, and I'm looking for something to set me free. Gravity has got a hold on me, and I'm looking for something to set me free. Okay, sorry. I'm also doing things. I'm trying things. Oh, it worked! Get wrecked. Get absolutely shit on. Hi. Oh, I gotta fix that. How do you get cuter every time I see your face? That's not a thing. That's not a thing. But hi, I love you. Oh my god, wait, I can show you my newest ducky. Focus, please. Please. Nothing else here. Come on. Well, it's a cute duck. It's not focusing on him. But he's cute. I had to get him. He was so cute. Also, I made this. It was from Five Below. A Sad Nuggie. He's so cute. I need to work on some things. But, so we did a test stream a couple days ago. Which made me feel a lot better getting the shit that I needed done. So, hi Lizzie. Love Sad. I love Sad Nuggie. I mean, he's so sad, but I'm like, you're so cute. Look at my mug. Yeah, it's right here. It says "drag is not a crime" at the top of it. You can't really see it there, but yeah. Holy shit, that's loud. Okay, so we're doing. I wasn't gonna start with Deebs, but honestly, I messaged a friend who was also live, and I was like, "Hey, how about some Deebs when I get home?" Excited. We've adopted two: a shark and a dinosaur. My other one is a dino. A new tattoo! Wait, tell me more. Tell me more. Please. Also, I have hella weird things to try. This I'm really skeptical about. Fried chicken, sweet corn, and gravy. Do it for the stream. It's a coffee mug with flowers. Oh my god, that's so perfect for you. I love that idea. No, I'll DM you. No, I won't. I would DM you, but I'll just tell the people. So I'm trying to get a tattoo for my birthday because I'm off on my birthday, and for the next 2 days after my birthday as well. Those are my regular days off, but I have a wellness day for work. That's mandatory every year. So I have that. And I'm trying to get in for a tattoo with my artist. And my artist, Brian, I don't know that the designs will be done before I get a message out to her. But if I can't get a hold of Brian, like because he's got work, like he does his regular job, and then he designs shit for me, and other people, but mainly me. It's not mainly me. There's a lot of other people. So what I would like is I just read a book called The Automatic Noodle, and it was very odd, but I really love the book title, like the cover of the book. And I low-key want a bowl of ramen with like a bionic, like mechanical hand coming in with chopsticks, pulling some ramen out. I don't know where the fuck I want it, but I have never wanted a tattoo that badly, like immediately. Then when I saw that, I'm like, I need something similar to this on me right now. So, I haven't reached out to her about that yet, but I would like it. Yeah! Yeah. The book was the book was okay. It wasn't like super phenomenal, but it was decent. But yes. So that also I don't like Dunkin' Donuts, but I did get these a couple years ago, but I don't recognize some of these flavors, and I would eat most of these. So I got those. Oh, hey, look. A dime. And then these aren't really that special. They're big, chewy nerve jelly beans. I don't really know what that means. Is this like those gummy bear, or not gummy bears, the gum, or is hard, like it was like a watermelon gumball, and then it had like little tiny pieces in it. Insides are chewy, outside's got crunchy. Probably because it's a jelly bean. It's fine. Also, because my brother isn't going to pay attention to my streams, I can show you one of the things I got him for his birthday. It finally came. It's one is a puzzle, and I can't get it, but it's over there. But this is the same company, so it's a Lord of the Rings National Park deck playing cards. And I'm pretty excited about it. It says, visit Middle Earth, adventure awaits. I'm very excited about them. I might show those later. But yes. I'm also trying to keep an eye out wrong stream. Oh! They are... let me... Okay. Okay, we're gonna come in here. Please tell me if the audio needs changing. Hello? Oh, there we go. Hello! Hello! Okay. Dun, 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 dun.
Oh my god.
Oh, your god where?
I got Iron Maiden. I didn't know she had it.
Oh, you're still in the match.
Could have told you that every huntress is gonna have that, to be fair.
Excuse you, not every huntress. I had one last night that did not. Most every huntress. It is Sora. Yeah, so there's M. Hello.
No. How you doing?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm alright. I'm just a bit tired, but you know.
Bit.
Other than that, I'm good. Yeah.
Yay. Yay. Oh, I don't have that set up yet, so...
I heard commit great acts of violence.
No.
I heard yes.
No.
That sounds like a yes in my book. Glad we're in agreement.
Okay. I'm not arguing.
In my first order of great violence, I shall put on Cookie's favorite bill.
God damn it. I should have said no. Fucking hell.
Should have just agreed with me.
God. It worked. Yay. I have so many people I need to get that entrance thing. But oh my god, it worked. Yay.
Huh? What entrance thing?
So the day Neuro was helping me with all my stream stuff, I got at least all of my mods. All with an immediate, like, as soon the first time they enter the chat, they've got a message that pops up to greet them. So I'm very excited because I've got them, and yeah, I don't have one for you right now because one, you're not a mod, but also I haven't gotten to that yet. But
don't matter. It's fine. I'm
I
joking.
did just give you a shout out, so it's fine anyway. But
Oh, you don't have to do that. But
tough
thank you, though.
cookies. A Garth Brooks CD. Hell yeah! I want a Walkman with a human skull. Ooh.
Of course, I would find the fucking human skull.
Well, yeah, we can do things with it.
You know what's funny though? Shining got the meaning of life when he wants death.
That is very funny. Yeah,
Oh, that's funny.
that is very
Just 'cause I
funny.
found it doesn't mean I'm gonna use it, Sora.
But it's
Yeah,
still
no,
funny.
It's funny.
It's still funny.
It's like that moment in the store when you give a kid his toy. It's just like,
does.
here you go, you can have this.
Yeah, it does have that. Oh.
Like,
Okay,
here,
I
you
was
want
gonna
your
show
Barbie
you
dream
something
house?
else. Oh
But
my
I
god,
don't want it.
guys, we have
Why?
we have a new redeem.
No, you don't have
It
to
is
buy, you can use
100,
them, and that's it. They- you
100,000
don't have to buy.
and 11
Take it or leave it.
111,111 channel points, and you get a sunshine rolled in Discord.
Younger me that never got what I wanted as a child.
Dying.
Mindbreaker.
Yep, and Dying Light. It's a plague. Oh,
Let's
my
pick up.
cemetery.
Yay, give E a hug for me, please.
Why
I love
you
you, be
real?
safe.
Your
I'm
build is
muted. I
useless
am muted.
now.
Fantastic, I was
That's still
muted.
there.
Yay, me.
I'm scared.
At least it's not a Wesker.
That is the truest oh, Dying Light. That is still the truest statement I have ever heard.
Agree.
Because if I see one more Wesker, I'm gonna barf on him.
Still from the window.
She threw up on the window.
Well, that's rude.
So I'm gonna do
Whee.
Phobia and Dying Light. No more combo.
Plus Mindbreaker.
Oh, I just saw that there was Thana. I was like, what's his skulls at the bottom?
Disgusting.
Okay, but I don't know where she's at, and I'm afraid she's gonna be coming around the mountain.
She left me?
God.
Yeah, she left me.
Committing! I'm committing!
Oh, this is legends on this one side. Okay, we're to play this one after this.
Well, you spent way too much time chasing that chat.
Ow! Get away from me! Stop throwing up on me! Hey, they're gay.
Yay! Don't look at me.
What the fuck are we playing right now?
Don't
I don't
look
know.
at me.
Oh, I
Hell.
lost it. Wait, what is my build? Oh, okay.
She's going over there.
What was that?
I don't know actually.
I hope it was like devoured or something.
That would be fantastic.
I think coming over here because I'm not paying attention.
What I don't understand though is why she's just hitting and running.
No, I just
Hi, sorry. Oh, you're sick already.
I think she's trying to get all her panda stacks, but it ain't helping her much.
Yeah, considering we're just powering through the sickness. I mean, we're down to 1 gen after this. Hi, ma'am, I'm committing. I don't care what you say. Get shit on.
Don't do it. Yeah, help it grow.
Put me down. Ma'am. Adiras, please.
It's a you who will be the sacrifice. She's going to shack.
Yeah.
I'll start this gen over here that has nothing on it yet.
I don't wanna be here. Thank you. Oh, I can't heal you. I'm gonna do this. my god, Kristen! Hi! Hello! Welcome in. Hello, hello. Hi, friends. How are you?
Alright, I'm leaving chat.
Hello. We're playing some DBD with some friends. If you're new here, hi, I'm Cookie. My pronouns are they, she, either are fine. We're just playing some DBD. I do apologize for only a little bit.
Don't shoot the mic.
For the friends. Now I just turned it down. We're fine. Hello! Hi, how was the rest of Cryo? Wait, did you play Cryo the whole full time? They did. Nice. A Magnemite's in chat, too. Fantastic. I love that. Hello! Hi! Also, I'm so proud of myself. I did a lot of, shit with stream recently, and so I'm really happy that it did the auto shout out for me since all my mods are at work right now. Or they're in here. Oh, hi, Tatum! There's one of them. Hello! Ooh, Joe Pieweed. Those are pretty. Kristen, I know raiding and running can happen and needs to happen, so please, if you feel like you need to raid and run, please do so. I appreciate the living heck out of you. Hi, Emerald.
Fuck
Hi,
it, I'll
Riggs
get on
Wreck. Ooh, I like your name.
Oh, it's not barfed anymore. Hell yeah.
Come on,
I
dearest,
do
this
apologize
way.
if
Okay, she's looking around shocked for me.
if you don't like the sounds of throwing up, you are going to want to raid and run. Because unfortunately,
It was half
I
when
can
he left
actually,
it. I don't know
I
if she
can
kicked
turn
it.
it down.
It's
I can
still
turn
a
the
half
game
dozen.
down. We're going to turn the game down for this match.
Please.
Primarily because it's bad enough seeing people get sick, but
Alright,
hearing
shot.
them get sick is not the greatest.
I'm on the opposite end of Shaq on another one.
Girl, you gotta commit to a chase. You're gonna lose regardless.
Coming over here. No, you're totally
You
fine.
have limited
This is
kits,
my
you can
first
only do
match
so
on.
much.
Come back over here.
One less down towards you.
Ah.
Oh, she has the black incense hat on.
She is
One
just,
of you.
yeah. Just being super weird. Now I'm sick again.
I would
Move
say
on
if
then.
Hi,
you-
Neon Halo. Welcome in. Thank you
I
for
would
coming
say
in
if
with the
you guys
raid. I
see
appreciate
totems,
you.
Cleanse it.
Ooh, she's coming for me. No, get away from me, ma'am. Okay, you know what?
She's too focused on trying to defend Jen. She's not really caring about
Beep, beep,
Yeah.
beep.
anything else right now.
I
Beep,
see
beep.
you.
No, you are nowhere near where I thought you were, Em.
Hi.
Hi, sorry about sickness.
It was already sick.
Oh, good.
So
Hi, there she goes.
Yep, there she goes. She's going to main.
There she goes. There
Yeah,
she
she's gonna
goes
do it.
again.
Yep, I'll be on shock.
I'm on the opposite
Ma'am, this is my first match on. Ma'am, don't touch me. Don't touch me. Don't touch me. Nya! Damn it. It's fine. Alien event. I want to do the alien event.
Let's say if the three of us plant at the same time, we can force the power on her.
Whee! It's really weird not oh, she's putting me in the far corner. Wait, 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 wiggle, wiggle, run!
I saved you. Open the door.
All the way
I don't know what door we're at!
A shack.
She only wants Cookie.
Yep.
Damn it. If I just keep walking, the door is open.
But me.
Oh my
Go.
god, that's true. I feel like every time I ever want to do that, I have a healing build, and I don't usually have a healing build, which is super smart now, but Kristen, I'm sorry. If you need to raid and run, if you didn't hear that because hubby came in, please raid and run. I
Sweet.
appreciate
I
the
can
raid
just
so
save
very
right
much,
here
friend.
on
Oh.
EM.
I do. Let
You
me
got
out.
super speed.
Oh my
Sorry,
god.
this is Cookie, not him.
Oh my god, let me out. Let me out. Let me out. Where am I going? Where am I going? Oh my god.
We'll have to wait till Super Spit goes away.
Ooh.
The only issue is I don't think we have any more clean.
There's one.
There's
in,
one
Coal
shack.
Yeah. Are both doors open or only one door
Yes,
open?
both doors are open. They're both across from each other.
I'm gonna. Okay.
Sorry, go get a fountain. Because I'm not fully infected yet.
Okay. Hi, Cookie.
Hi.
Girl, you're gonna lose Super Spit.
No, she's already lost it. She's at Green Spit now.
Alright.
I'm here for
Coming
show.
in.
I'm ready. Whatever.
I'm here.
I'm here for show.
I'm cleansing.
Nah.
Sora, don't smack her butt!
Oh, I got.
I'm gonna do
And
it.
yes, the volume on the game is like non-existent,
Oh, I am
primarily
sorry.
because
So sorry.
I don't
I
want
don't know how she got Super
the
Spit.
throwing up to happen.
I'm also questioning how she got Super Spit.
Sora.
Is she-
Jesus. Okay. At least I can turn the game
my
back
God.
up.
Basement.
Cause that, I mean, that was fine, but also I
Ow,
turned
thank
my
you.
volume
Resave.
for them off, I think. No, I didn't. You can still hear them.
I
Cause they're
dice one.
goobers.
No, you don't. You're
Never
good.
mind. Bad.
Roma.
Worse.
They're so nice.
Yeah,
I'm
you
just
guys
like,
please
peace
ignore. You
out.
got time.
Peace
Yes, I
out.
do. Yes, I do.
How did you get
It's
an
totally
angle on
fine.
that?
No, DVD's been actually pretty okay. I did a lot of stuff. Hi, you're a slay. You're a slay. Hello, thank you.
I got that from
Thank you, thank you, thank you.
Oh my goodness.
No, so I've only been back into playing DVD really kind of recently, probably
There wasn't
since
one near
last
her.
summer,
That's interesting.
I'd say.
Yeah, that's why I'm confused on how she
And
got
then
that.
I'm currently working on. So I finished Rebecca last year for P100.
Very
Steven
rare
was my
item.
first, and I've got
think it's
Nancy to
interesting to look up the
P20.
background
And
yet.
realistically, I would like to get Dustin, aka
I'll
Eddie,
do this one.
up to 100
Let's go
eventually.
fix- well,
But I got a
easy
lot of people
purchases
that I
on
want
Amazon.
to focus on, so I'm not too pressed for time.
This is not happening.
Also, because this game takes forever to do shit in. So, but what am I looking for? I was looking for something. I was looking for this because I finished it.
I'll see you later.
Purple glyph. Heal state. Hey, look, I might be able to do the health state. Heal state? The fuck? Meow. Meow. Meow, meow. So, yeah. We're just hanging out, we're vibing. I do wish that she had more options for outfits, because, like, we've got this, but I don't like that. So I'm usually the medic or the cowgirl one, because I like it. That's cute. Usually. Okay, we're gonna make a note, a reminder. And so, shout out to VIPs.
How
There we
close
go.
is your Ada? No.
Whee! What?
Um,
Oh, what?
I was talking to Shining, asking how close his Ottakins was.
She is
Hmm.
at 96, almost 97.
Hell yeah! So if you don't get it
Woo,
this
woo.
week, you got Blood Moon coming up.
I know.
I'm
funny enough-
carrying what is this? A cake? Pie. I'm bringing
Funny enough,
pie.
they did what I thought they were gonna do. They did the blood moon when the actual blood moon is gonna come IRL.
Oh my
I
god.
like it.
Nice. Fantastic.
I was hoping they would too. I was like, surely they'll do a blood hunt or something when the blood moon comes out.
Bow, bow. Bow, bow. Why? Quippy! Hello! Hello, hello! How are you? How's it going? 1,666.
After this match, I gotta take the
1
puppers
mil.
OUT.
OKAY.
Well, if I say the word, they get.
No, I
hyped.
know.
Yeah.
Yeah, see, there you go. Oh no! I literally, I was at work. I work 6 a.m. to 2 p.m. and so I've only been home an hour and 10. No, that's when I got off work. I've been
Sora's
home
gonna
like
be AFK half the match.
45 minutes. So it's.
He's going potty.
But
He went poo poo.
I do apologize for any comments that are made by them. It's fine. I hope work goes fast. Are you just starting? I hope you're not just starting. That would suck. But that do happen. That do happen.
You got moves.
Wee. No. What is that?
I don't believe it. The aliens killed the dinosaurs.
I think it's an alien.
It is a singularity
Why can I see a chest glowing then?
because that is the singularity chest.
Yeah. All the singularies. All the
Oh,
singularies.
can you distract and bring him away, Sora?
I was trying my best. Hi, Single Larry. Hey.
All the singularies, all the singularies, all the singularies, all the
He puts his
singularies.
paws up. Because he doesn't have hands, so he's got to put
Yeah.
his paws up.
He spawned
Put his claws
upstairs,
up,
I'm
dun
not sure.
dun dun
Yeah,
dun
he left me.
dun 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 dun
don't
dun
want me.
dun. That's pretty
He don't
rude.
love me. Yes, I do. He don't love
No
me.
worries. Thank you for coming and saying hi. I really appreciate it. It was really nice. Oh, what's happening? Oh, she's
Piece of map
opening
for
the
him.
thing. It was nice seeing you. I appreciate it. I hope you are not hating the Wisconsin weather that we are having.
Ooh.
All the singularies. All the singularies.
I
Mr.
put his claws up.
Singularity had
Bow,
a
bow, bow,
camera
bow,
upstairs.
bow,
Ew,
bow,
he's
bow,
spying.
bow, bow, bow. Ooh. Wait, why is there a
You chasing
gen
somebody?
in here?
No.
Not chasing me.
Is he sniffing? You sniffing for
He
me?
is in the eyeballs. He do be in the eyeballs.
The eyeballs.
The eyeballs.
Sir, is thou sniffeth for me? Because I hear your terror radius.
No,
I just had
He's
his
on me.
radius.
He's on me.
Fog.
I feel very lost.
He's on me now.
This map.
Never mind. No,
do
he's not. No, he's not. I don't know what this man's doing.
There are 2 gens upstairs.
Ew.
Wait, no.
No? What?
Yes, but not in the same area.
Depends on your definition of upstairs.
2 boxes are fully prepped.
Oh, he's upstairs.
Right.
Upstairs, upstairs. Great. I can be on this generator. Yay. Ooh, good.
What up, dog?
No, don't come this
Hey.
way. Yeah. That way.
He knows we're here. Yeah, he checked our camera that we disabled
Yeah.
him.
Yeah, he's got all the pods set up by Jen.
Incorrect. There was one that I saw that is not by a gen. It is by a hook.
Hucky.
He's by me, but like, I don't know what he's doing.
Ah! Ah! He gooped me! No! No!
Fucking in your hair,
Oh my
girl.
god! No, don't touch me! Don't touch me! Don't touch me! Ow! He's got sloppy boogers. He also ow! He's got a thing. Ow! He's got a thing. Oh my god. Oh my god, thank you. Oh.
Ow.
Ooh.
I like how you're like, he's got a thing. What is the thing?
It's a add-on that made me oblivious
Oh, okay.
when he hit me. I'm very sad because my generator was very good. Very sad.
Oh, ew.
Whatever.
I forgot.
Oops.
What? How did that not? Okay, whatever. Okay, I'm going back to my generator. And hopefully he's too focused on Sora. Never
He is
mind. He's going to be less focused on Sora in a minute. Wonder if... Yeah. Can he
Hello,
see
he's
me?
in the wall.
He's...
He didn't put
Stinky
in there
thing.
mean.
Dumbass.
Oh, he's got one in this.
Oh.
Overlooking a gen. That's right.
Hi. I'm hiding because he's got a thing up here.
Oh, I see. I gotta go find a box. Which there's one over here.
The box.
You opened it.
And I okay.
Ew.
Oh, he's coming
got
back.
Yeah, I'm nearby.
No, he didn't place anything over
No,
here.
get away from my generator. Get away from me.
Oh yeah, he did.
Well, not like directly in front of me.
No, not directly in front of you, but there is something over here.
Somebody can get his attention. No! Stop! I'm so close. Thank you.
There you go.
Beautiful. Ooh, get the paint.
He might be going in there. Cookie.
He
I
just
don't know.
pooped in the corner again.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Why is he pooping in the corner? That's disgusting.
Interesting.
Whoa! Whoa, whoa, whoa. He's gonna take my gen. No,
There you
get
go.
away. Get away!
Hey, oh, not
Oh
taking
god,
your
oh
gen.
god, ow! If somebody can get my gen that's on a little ramp, that it was really far. He has
Hey,
yet
I'm
to kick
going
it.
back. Yeah, it's because he knows if he kicks it too many times, it's gonna.
He's
Yeah.
watching through his
See you with the
poopers.
guardian?
Are you coming to kick it?
I got Cookie.
My gen?
Yep.
Oh. Oh, hi.
Follow me.
He's hovering like crazy. And now he's leaving.
Yeah, that's right, bitch.
No,
You don't see us back here.
Rebecca, shush.
I'm trying!
I know you're upset. I know you're hurt. I'm sorry, but shush. Somebody farting over there. I see it. That's nasty.
He's coming to me. He's got dead man sweat.
Does he?
Not appreciate the fact that I stopped his bubble. Angie.
I'm back on your gen, Cookie.
Who are
Okay.
you swinging that dog?
Then in the shadow of another man.
So say that's great, because if you finish your gen and I finish my gen, can one of you grab his attention? Oh, that worked. Okay.
Did he refresh that bulb in there? Yep.
Poof.
Thanks. Bitch.
That was nice timing.
I have a feeling he's gonna kick that gen though. It got pretty far. I was on it.
I have a toolbox. I can run to it once I get this EMP.
He left me.
There a building here? Yes, there is.
He's kicking my gen.
Sorry, he's about to lose the one in the.
Sora.
Yes,
No!
sir.
Cookie.
My gen was over half, the one that I'm working on where I'm hooked.
Lucky.
Okay.
There is a pooper in here though too.
Why did we resort to pooper?
Cause I don't remember what they're called. So I just keep calling it a pooper.
I'm pretty sure pause isn't acceptable.
No, pooper. Sounds way
follow
more
me.
fun.
Follow me.
Tide Pods, that's what they are this whole time.
No.
Big Pharma just didn't want you to see it. It was the Tide Pod the whole time.
It's just not edible ones.
Cookie run.
What you mean?
Help! I have a killer on the loose. Help!
Oh.
At least you can't kick it. It's got dead ends on it.
Why is there a pod
How
in
did
the
he
house?
see you?
Beats me.
He's waiting for you to come back, Sora.
That's fine. That's fine. I'll take away his pod and leave.
He still can't. He's waiting for the gen to be kicked, I think.
He's coming over
He
here to me.
kicked him. Oh, okay.
They potted his
Oh, hi. Can you heal me?
Hey,
Come
Cookie
back.
needs heals.
Come back.
Oh.
Thank you. What? God damn motherfucker!
Fucking worth it.
Why did I see that coming from a mile away just a little bit? Just because it's you, Cookie?
Fucking worth it.
Okay, well now he's definitely coming in here.
Yes, but I also did that to one of his other, his gen pods, so he's either gonna have to go to the gen, or he's gonna have to go to the TNT.
Here, I'm gonna go for Sora. You go. You run. Sora, follow me.
Oh. He's on me.
No!
No.
At least he left.
Ah!
I'm gonna leave this in here.
Help. Hi, Shining. Can you heal me again? Why do you have a pod? Where's the pooper? God damn it. No, I don't want to die.
He doesn't know we're here. He can't hear us healing. I have bite the bullet.
Oh, thank you.
Sora!
Nobody came to me though, because they saw my scratch marks.
Yep.
Where the fuck is the pooper? Thank you.
Well, you
You have it
know.
on your back, Cookie.
No, but why did you get a pooper?
Because it spreads. If you
Oh.
have one, then it goes to me.
I didn't know that. I thought that was an add-on.
Nope. That's just base. This box is taking 20 years.
I win. I have escaped.
Oh, good job.
There you go.
Yeah, let's go in here.
Oh,
Let's do
God.
something in here.
I got that gen super far again. He's probably kicking it though.
He's coming into this gen though. He just saw me pop his mobile.
Goodbye, cruel world.
No cooking.
Goodbye. I said goodbye. Get away from me. Ah!
You shall not pass. And now about your distance.
I'm so stressed. Is there a pooper down here?
Hello.
There's
Hello.
not. Hi.
He loses this gen.
Oh. Oh my god. Ooh. Help! Help! Sorry. I was very like, this is annoying. What? What?
Listen to Rocky Horror.
I love that for you. Thank you.
Too. Listen to Damn It, Janet.
Damn it, Janet.
He's checking the camera near my hook.
That's not a camera.
He's over here? Hello? Where?
Oh my
Anybody
god.
got Shining or do I need to go get
I
it?
do
I'm
not.
making my way.
I still got time, so don't stress too much, because he's
Oh.
lurking over here.
He's chasing Sora now, so
Yeah,
I'm
Sora right in front of
coming.
me.
I'm coming. I'm coming. I'll trades if I have to. I don't care.
You hit me?
Oh shit. All right.
Run,
Well,
Liam, run.
I'm running her.
He's chasing you.
Oh, Brad.
You got a man.
No! This is annoying.
Shining, I hear you.
Yeah.
Ooh.
Yeah, Cookie, just try to stay safe if you can.
Uh-huh.
Where were you at, Gur?
Yeah.
I'm near one of the gens. Near door.
It's not happening.
Cookie, now!
Ha-da-da-da.
This
Ha-da-da-da-da.
is just
Ow!
sort of a trick.
Pain!
You just have to get all the kicks out of him.
Pain and suffering.
True.
Pain and suffering.
I'm in
No,
portal room now.
Cookie. You're in what room?
Really?
I'm in the yeah.
Jesus. Alright. Great. That gives me time to try these peeps.
Sora, I'm coming to you.
I bought some
slowly.
peeps.
I'll be E.
That's just that
Okay,
Gen 1.
well, they're Dr. Pepper. I don't know that they're gonna smell like Dr. Pepper. Nor do I think they're gonna taste very good, but...
I have a map.
Man, spectate. Alright. We'll see.
Oh,
Hi, he's coming.
Hello.
Hi.
They're not the worst, but they're not...
You're like a drive-through worker, like, hi.
It
may I
does
take your
taste like
order?"
Dr. Pepper.
What do you want? What can I get for you?
no.
Want a chocolate shake.
Regular or large?
Okay, regular. Alright, let's go
got
it.
down a gen, Sora.
Okay, well, that is fascinating. If you like Dr. Pepper and you like Peeps, it's gonna be what you want.
There's one down this hallway. I saw it.
I thought
We
you
got
were
this
just
machine.
Oh.
It's not the worst thing. It's
You looked
weird,
down that hallway for a second. That's concerning.
but it's not bad.
You got a pod, am I right?
Tonight I might. Tonight I might.
Did we do the upstairs, Jen?
I don't know.
I'm checking.
No, because there's a pod right outside of it.
Yeah. That's the only reason I think why it's still up there, because the gen's not done. That's alright.
I was more
The
annoyed.
gen has progress on it.
I was more annoyed that every time I went to go touch a gen, he was just constantly in his poop bubbles.
Yeah. Sadly, he makes a very blunt
And then I
gameplay.
fucking blow the gen like a dumbass.
Side note, if you like Peeps and you like Dr. Pepper, the Dr. Pepper Peeps are actually pretty tasty.
I don't, but I will take your word for it.
Yeah, they do taste. They just taste like Peeps, but Dr. Pepper flavored.
Huh.
It's very odd.
It sounds odd, but I'm here for it.
The dramaturgy.
Yes, sir. No.
Alright, so
Yeah,
there's a
that's
pod
the
upstairs,
spreader.
there's a pod,
Yeah.
and then room.
Bitch.
Nice hit.
On my face. Thank you.
You cannot have
Yeah, the gen upstairs has progress on it. He didn't go and kick it.
Yeah, he left us to go check gens.
He came over to check this gen that I just potted. I Tide Pod your feet.
Question. When we have the pods on us, does he know where we're at?
No.
Oh,
No,
yeah.
it's just easier access for him.
right. That's very odd.
Yeah, you swing at nothing, boy.
Worst case scenario, I left the key inside portal room.
Eh.
That's not what I wanted, though.
We can get that top gen done.
I can try and poke at it.
This is literally going to be the longest match
Shining,
on
where
the
are you?
planet.
He's chasing me still.
He's chasing you still.
Longest time ever. You know what? I kind of want to wear these ears. I have
Okay.
Mickey
your pod
ears.
does nothing to me if I don't care enough to.
which is hilarious because I did not buy them.
Oh, you ran just out of range of it.
But
Damn.
one of my
It's
friends did for me.
I'm wasting his
They
time.
went and bought these for me, rather.
Trying to make him come after.
Yee. They're cute. My glasses feel weird now.
He's chasing me now.
Okay.
I have a hook
Mickey
to spare, so it's
ears.
fine.
So this is what they look
He's
like.
upstairs. He's
I'm up-
upstairs.
yeah. Mhm. I need to get into you though, because the pod's back up.
Ta-da! They're so cute.
He's going the opposite way. Hold on a second, though.
No, he saw me down the
Other
hallway.
small things,
Oh, you
that
did.
songs in my head.
Run.
Yep, he did too.
Always, I know
that.
you'll be at my show.
Ew.
Say it ain't so, I will
Not the
not
sticky.
go.
Yeah, he's
Turn the
he's
lights
on me.
off.
It's alright. No, he's
Carry
on me.
me
No, he's on
home.
you. Okay.
Sora,
Sora, I'm gonna come
Man's
over
still
there.
falling for pallet fate.
What's up?
and I'm gonna EMP that again.
Dun, 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 dun.
I'm dead. Goodbye forever.
Bye forever.
Where are you hooking me, dog?
Far away where no one can get you. In the afterlife, obviously. Hi, Stella.
He tried checking on
I'm
me, I
doing
got
good.
it.
I just put my Mickey Mouse ears on for shits and giggles. I don't know how long that's gonna last, because it's kind of giving me a headache, but it's
This guy's gonna
fine.
fucking do the doors, huh?
Yeah.
You're
My
the
friend
one
got
that
them.
does it, yeah,
She
the
went
other one, but
to Disney a couple
Where are
years
you in?
ago and bought
Door
me
by
them.
the gen that we did.
I mean, I paid her, but she bought them for
Yeah,
me.
red
They're
door.
so cute. Thank you. Yeah, this has been the longest game of the fucking planet. It's been a long ass game. Like
I
a
don't make this.
long ass game. Oh, she was injured. I forgot.
Yeah, it's 98, Sora.
Yeah,
guard.
yeah.
No, he's picking. He's
Um,
picking.
No, this Larry. I mean, he's playing
Yeah.
the map really
Get
well.
out, Sora.
But he potted like every gen and every like just was in and out, and I'm just like, I hate it here. Takes forever. Ugh. I want to see what they had
We did
for
good
perks.
Yeah, we did great.
Deadlock.
We got down to one gen
Oh,
before
gift of
anybody died.
pains.
I'm sorry, Cookie, that you did
Slabby.
it first.
Hooks, and then biopod.
That's just such a fucking bad map
interesting.
too to have
Yeah.
a single area on.
Woo! So yeah, we're just
Great for
chilling.
him, bad for us.
We're chilling. Chilling. Say it ain't so, I will not. I have that. Say it ain't so, I will not go. Turn the lights off. Carry me home. Da-na-na-na-na-na-na-na-na. That's been stuck in my head, and I don't fucking know why.
Unlock 12 chests. Alright, time to put plunderers on.
Thank you for
Sora,
the
don't be a
water.
chest hoe.
I only touch them when I see them.
Don't be a chest whore! I need them! I need
Oh,
a,
Jesus.
I need to bring a coin too, so I brought coin.
How many did you open?
8?
I'll bring one too. So I'll make 7.
I would, but I brought in some other stuff.
No, just bring a coin.
I'm want BP, so I'm bringing my
also
pie
want
again.
But I also want to help my friend.
Okay, well, I don't know what to say to that. I
He's like,
am
"Well,
also
fuck, I
thinking
don't
about our friends.
Hi, Tessa.
Specifically you, since you want points.
Points.
I want points. I don't need them though.
How you doing, Tessa?
But
Hope
you
you're doing
do need points.
No. I want points. I don't need them.
Need them.
Also, I'm here. I'm present. You can't be shaking ass if I'm present. That's the rule. Hello.
You shaking ass is the present.
The Sora shake ass.
I lost that one shake emo. I don't have that anymore.
That's hilarious. Oh my god, we traded one for another.
Oh, I have this though.
Why?
Move.
Hi.
Move.
Hi.
There. Oh.
Hi.
Hi.
What do you got? What do you got? What do you got? A med kit.
I think you're the chair already.
I
I
had
heard it for a second.
one.
Oh, it's a Vecna. It's
Uh.
the
It's a
third one.
Vecnosi.
It's the first because I see a clock right here.
You can't control Bay.
100 grand.
That's rude. Why would you say that to me? That's rude.
I don't
Besides-
like that I don't have any idea where he is.
Ah, damn it.
Ooh,
How does he have that already?
Because he got me with it.
Oh.
Ow.
He's got ruin.
Yeah.
Noted. Sticking my gen. Oh, Stella says hi to Shining and M.
I found it. I found it.
Healer.
Nice.
Hi, Stellar. I love you, Stellar.
Thank you, Stella. I hope the fog is good to you.
The fog is not good to me. It never was.
Okay, well, it's not horrible because we're with friends.
Oh, I rubber banded
Yes.
bad. What the fuck, Keisha?
Ping check. He's on
He's on me.
30 something ping.
Ow.
And I really hope he doesn't
I'm
have a
good, though.
perk that would get me off this gen. My gen's almost done. Yay! Oh.
Good luck.
He's
Hey.
got a plaything. So Ruin is in the long hallway. It's not, like, by me, but it's in that big long hallway. I saw it.
And there's a lot of long hallways. I'm sorry to tell you this.
Oh, I know.
Oh,
I know.
God.
It's the middle long hallway. It's not any of, like, the edge map hallways. Does that help?
No.
Damn it.
Helps me.
Sora's like, it helps me.
Oh.
Like her.
I like you.
Where is he?
No idea.
Cookie
Coming
behind
back.
Stop it!
you.
You bastard. Hi, Pockets. You're fine.
Hey.
Hello.
Girl, you on
They're
your own.
okay.
Bunch.
Ooh.
Henry, I'm not a child. I can't help you with your ideals.
They're not the best,
Sora?
but they're okay.
Why? He wants the children to get powers too. That's how it was in the show.
I'm really proud about how hard I've worked on stream stuff and that it worked for you.
God damn it.
My plaything
I was
is done.
very excited.
Why was I kicked off this gen? What the hell?
Deadlock?
You
Yeah.
left me? No, oh, he's leaving me? Yeah, he's still with me. He's just quiet.
The gen wasn't done.
Oh,
Are you talking about Maine?
Yeah.
never
it's done.
mind. I don't know then. I thought another gen got done.
Henry, stop. Now I'm
Henry!
gonna- Never mind.
I was
Make
gonna
it
say, if
so
you can just
quiet.
keep entertaining him, that would be great.
I will do my best.
Did we figure out... Oh, good, we got rid of Ruin.
Yeah, I read it.
Yeah. Yeah, we got rid of it.
In my.
Well, unless Sora comes into the next room over, I
There is
should get this
plaything.
gen done.
Oh, he's done with me.
What?
Good luck.
No. Ah, get away from me.
I didn't find it.
No.
I'm just gonna preempt
My
it.
gen was one tap. It was one tap. No.
Good thing is he can't kick it.
Ow.
He's got
Pin.
plaything.
No, it's over here. It's over by my body. It's over by my body. No. No. My gen. Oh, pain. Oh, hey, there's a totem here. Pain.
Without love.
Can't get enough pain. Get away from me. No, my gen.
No, Philip.
Jenny.
Janae. I want to fix you, Janae.
Come on, someone, please. Come touch the gen.
I'm coming, Cookie.
Touch the gen first, please.
I was going, Cookie. He found me.
Okay, somebody come touch the gen.
Where is your gen? Is it right here where
No,
I'm at? Is it where you're at?
it's in front of me, yeah.
Okay, I'm coming. I'm coming.
Oh, hi. Okay. Yay, Jen. Jen. Oh, hey, look, my plaything.
Shining, where are you?
Get your plaything first.
Going for me.
I don't wanna.
Cookie!
He's not on us. Plaything. Whee!
Excuse me.
You left me? You left me?
I can't hear anything.
I know, that's why I'm puppy.
Oh,
Okay.
No, we did not. I lied.
Yay.
Spirit radio.
Thank
I know where
you.
Sora's is at, so I'm gonna go cleanse that one.
Okay. Just give it a little tap. Little tip tap.
I think he'll have another plaything for me, so he should be fine.
Whee! Thank
Alright, plaything.
you.
Yeah.
Just remember where you broke totems in case he's got,
Yep.
The thing.
Yep. Oh.
Never mind.
Oh, well, Sora, I cannot get your, plaything because
okay.
he is on my ass
I
now.
can. Is it down that hall you were coming through?
Yes. Yes, it is down that hall.
where's your
Oh,
normal-
I see it. Oh, God. Not the mic peak. That was
Don't talk about my
hilarious.
mic peeking like that.
It was
That's
very
taking
funny.
rude, dog.
Usually it just cuts you off. That was
Don't
very
talk about
funny.
my mic peak like that, dog. That's taking rude.
It's mainly because it was so like loud, like.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Oh wait. Oh.
No.
You know,
Ooh.
I said that very disgustingly. I'm so sorry. Oh my god! Ah! I'm talking shit. Oh my god, you're so hot!
Thank you, that red girl.
I'm running here.
Jesus.
This man, he wants me. I don't want him.
I was like, who's he on right now?
Not me.
Okay. I'm in the library. Just as an FYI.
Yes, don't look at me like that. Essa, you cannot sus me, okay? That's heckin' rude, dog.
Get away from me.
Cookie behind you.
Shut up.
Please. Thank you.
He's wasting all of his power.
You
Now
have
can't
no
reach-
power, yo.
Ha! Dumbass! God! You suck! Oh my god, I'm gonna die! I just...
Don't do this to me.
Come here then. I'm
Please.
Help! Help me! Help me! I can't run people this fast!
Yes, you can.
My hand hurts!
Cookie behind you.
Help! This is so stressful! I'm losing my grip on my controller!
You got this.
I don't have this!
But dude, don't lie to yourself, queen.
Ow. Yeah, fuckface. What do you think about that? Oh, no.
Oh, that's what he thinks about it.
It fucking gets me every single time. I'm awake.
Oh, my God. I literally was losing my grip on my controller.
Yeah, we saw.
Oh, he went into the upside down.
He's with me.
Upside down OC.
Run,
Nap was
bitch,
sub hard. I'm
run.
sorry.
Oh, hi. Thank you. I can heal myself.
I heard that chest.
That's about it.
I'm being followed.
Can he see me?
I don't know.
Ooh.
I don't know. Why is that gem glowing?
Yeah, he's
Oh.
got Bliss Moin doing it.
Why do I have a countdown on my name?
Because you're moriable for him to snap your neck.
I don't want to die.
You got enough
Don't
tokens.
I'm sorry.
Wee. Wow.
You keep getting your neck snapped. I don't know.
But I got you.
Someone's voice sounds like a small anime character. Yeah, that's our friend Cookie.
What?
I'm gonna give you,
Wait, no, I don't want to die. Wait, I sound like I'm in an anime?
Yeah.
Who said that? I love them.
Somebody in my chat.
They're coming.
Oh. I'm gonna die! Oh wait, no, I have another hook. I forgot Sora saved my biscuits.
Wait, but he can't. Can he mori you?
Yeah, he'll be able to mori me after he hooks me.
I'm
in.
so stressed. Does he know where I'm at?
No.
No. Like Anya or a small goblin character. Well, funny enough, her name is Beyblade Goblin. I mean, her
I
her
am a goblin.
Her name is actually Cookie Scream. She's also streaming, so you should check her out.
No,
It's Cookie_Screams.
I am doing no such thing.
Cookie, you're literally live right now.
What do you mean?
Like, I have you tabbed. I have you fucking tabbed.
Ah!
Wait, Cookie. That's Cookie's voice? Yeah, this is Cookie's voice.
Hi. This door is not ready.
Oh, it wasn't. It was not.
No, I'm telling you it's not ready.
I think I went to the door.
Yeah, it's following Shining. The door's ready and it's open.
I'm running.
Ah! Ha! Ha!
Cookie, leave!
Where did I put my flashlight at?
Hi! It's fine, I left. Wait, I need to find who is this
Run,
person.
go.
I'm running.
Okay, first off, I love that he said they said Anya.
Anya. What's Cookie's channel? I'll go give her a
No,
follow.
I'm not
Cookie
live.
_Screams. Yes, she is. Do not let her. Do not let her fool you. She is live right now.
Oh, ew! Not. Oh God! Wait till you see the name. Ew.
Cookie, mind your business. You ain't seen nothing.
Ew.
Oh
Be
no.
free.
I'm scared.
Ew.
F you. Why? Cause you lost? Cause you fucking lost?
Ew.
Jesus fuck.
Hi. What the fuck? Their profile picture is He Who Shall Not Be Named and George Floyd fist bumping in heaven.
Damn, imagine not even saying GG.
I know.
That's crazy.
Man's just upset because he lost.
I just think it's funny. All they said was "F you," and I'm like,
See, if that was like directed towards me, I'd understand, but like,
it was still funny. Hello.
listen, I ain't gonna apologize for smacking his butt.
No, that was really funny.
Listen, I even gave him a
Honestly,
shield.
it wasn't that bad. Now I don't live in Milwaukee, but I live about an hour
I gotta
west of
open two more
Milwaukee.
chests.
I live in Madison. But it wasn't that bad, but I was surprised. I was surprised that it's snowing because it was just fucking 70 the other day. I'm like, what do you
I
mean?
got 3 more chests to open.
What do
so
you
if you guys
mean?
wanna take your coins off here.
Also, I have a
Fine.
Spy X Family
I'm
tattoo.
gonna give you a blood point.
I don't know if you can see
No,
that. Ah, it's right
No.
there.
I was trying to put my freaking
Eh, da, 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 da.
back on.
I did.
Well,
No,
it's a good thing you got a
it's a
whole other screen to
plushie.
put your BP
There.
offering back on.
I was like, it's the blushy. Okay, Stella, see, I lasted a while. Ow.
I still have 50-year cakes somehow.
Voice matches your tattoo.
Good,
Thank
keep them,
you.
dog, 'cause,
I
like,
have-
they
I
ain't
have
never coming back.
I got
I
really
have
excited. I was like,
16
oh my
to
god.
that way.
Like, Goblin, yes, I get Goblin a lot. It's
I'm
also
excited for
my
this
profile
year's, though.
name,
And then the
but
Blood Moon soon.
it's really kind. Thank you for coming in and
wonder
saying
what
hello.
the-
I appreciate it.
Dessert is going to be this year. I also want to know what they're gonna
The
fucking
dessert?
do for
Oh.
the theme.
I thought you were talking about your wedding, and I was like, you don't know what we're having for your wedding?
Of course I do.
Crazy.
It's carrot cake.
Oh,
DJ wanted.
Ooh.
I
DJ wanted
love
carrot
carrot
cake. Oh,
cake.
he's got a Mori.
yay! Maybe it's a
Sounds
ghost face, so we could take a selfie.
I hope it's cute. I want it to be
Sounded so
cute.
wholesome and innocent. I appreciate that. Guys, somebody said that I sounded wholesome and innocent.
Whoever
I
told you that, I'm
love
sorry,
that.
you wrong.
That's so mean right now.
No, it's not. No, it's not.
It's so mean.
Let me just do
People?
something that Cookie- Hold on, let me just do something that Cookie disagrees with, and that'll change real quick.
Well, you just left me.
Was I supposed to stay?
Yeah. And do a gen with me.
But I got stuff to do.
Like what?
Hunty?
Well, Tora knows.
He smacked my ass.
Oh!
Yeah, she's
Shit. Wait, what? What is happening?
Why you sneaking?
We.
Did she hit you and then give you a kiss? Is that what happened?
I need that clipped. What is happening? Where the fuck was she? What? Where did she hit me from?
She's
New
on cue.
York?
Okay.
Jesus.
She hit
New
me
York
from
is
New
famous.
York?
Jesus. Oh, I don't even have the camp. Wait, no. Where did she hit me from?
Oh, she's throwing them at me. What did I do? Go for Sora.
I have
made-
no
I noticed
idea where
earlier.
she hit
Shiny,
that
greasy
from.
forehead.
That's so fucking weird. I don't know. Okay, guys, I don't know how she hit me. Because she hit me in the back, and she wasn't behind me, though.
I'm not gonna continue with that comment. I want to say because
Thank you.
I don't want Cookie upset with me.
Thank you.
Oh, she's on.
See?
Cookie.
I don't know.
Where is she? Whoa!
You knew what I was gonna say.
She's labbing him. That's how.
They're going
Uh,
orbitals.
So, she must have a gen or a perk or lethal.
Yeah.
Or the one where if you get, thank you, do good skill checks. Wait, I need that gen though. If you do good skill checks and they see you. Because I run that. Wait.
Oh,
It's a Baba
surprise.
Yaga.
It is a Baba Yaga. It's my favorite skin. Oh.
She fucking Yaga.
How did a gen get done? What the fuck?
Because me
Because
and Em
we-
did a gen together?
Yeah, we finished a gen.
Oh my god.
So much has happened. There's the barbecue.
So wait, Cookie, what?
What?
You do not perceive me. Mind your business.
What did I say? I'm so confused.
I can't
Ow!
believe you, dog.
She keeps trying to throw a football at me.
It's not a football, it's a hatchet.
It's a football.
She lobbing it. Come here, Sora.
A football with like sharp edges.
She's aiming. She knows where people are at.
She got nurses?
No.
No, I'm.
Not that far away.
No.
There she is. She has
Get
a
back.
she has darkness revealed.
What's that?
It's the locker one. She opens the locker if you're with 8 meters within any locker. She sees you.
She don't even care about the
She
gen.
didn't pay any attention to me.
Yeah, she doesn't care about the gen.
Yeah, she saw me.
She won't
Was
catch
she-
you, bro.
I'll take it, but I got my eyes on the sky now.
Cookie behind you.
I swear to fucking God.
I I have no idea where she's fucking at, dude.
I don't know. I'm just hoping that she does it.
Behind
Ooh, a
you.
blossom. Cute. Sora, shining. A
blossom.
blossom.
What's a
I love
blossom?
blossom.
I don't know. It's a Pokemon. It says it's a flower.
Do I have one?
Yeah, it's a flower that dances like a hula.
Yeah.
I really hope she's not
Lion dancer.
quiet. Does somebody have eyes or ears?
Behind you.
I have the ears
Stop it.
on a lullaby, but it's very far away.
Okay, lullaby though. Good.
Ooh,
He is
that almost
eating.
hit me.
She's on the harvester.
Oh. Thank you.
She's gonna
Almost
get
hit
me.
You broad.
She's so patient! I fucking hate it here, dog.
We'll do
Protect.
this for the hug.
Cortex!
It's Bing Bong. Bing Bong.
Fuck you!
Don't ask him how his
Touch
wife
me.
is.
Nice, Sora.
Hello.
Don't ask about his wife.
Not the fart cloud.
Oh no! Oh
Yeah,
no!
bro.
Sora!
Why are we fart
Yes.
clouding?
Because I got scared.
Oh, that's fair.
You
I
nasty.
distracted her long enough.
La,
Oh,
la,
I
la.
thought she was taking me to basement. I was like, that's fucked up.
It's really cute.
That's what I mean. I
No
think it's
worries.
more of a-
Thank you for hanging out.
I see gate in front of me. I see gate behind me.
Yeah. Oh, hi, Sora.
She's got Lightborn on as her charm. I like it.
Has been synced. She's gonna shoot at me. Ow!
Oh.
She's gonna see me again. She has aura hatchets too. Stop it!
Oh.
Alright,
Come here.
99. We'll get you on this game.
Okay, I'm half on the other.
Peter.
I'm trying to push it. I'm opening.
Alright, fun trade.
No.
What is happening? Oh my god. Wait. Oh no.
But I don't have a flashlight yet.
Nope, sucks to suck.
I'm coming
You going
over
to boss
here.
me? Yeah, I'm going to basement. Alright, well, I'm dead. Bye forever.
You look so serious and not at the same time, bro. I'm not. I'm focused. I'm focused in.
Hey
bro.
guys, good news. No blood warden. Wait. Yeah, no blood warden. Yay, Sora. Hi.
Yay! I'm locked in. I'm locked in, chat.
I didn't even get bitch hook. This is absolutely rude.
Why do you want bitch hook?
I was more
Oh.
expecting bitch hook, but
Ah! I don't like that I don't know where the hatchets are coming from.
She's a runner. She's a track star.
Wait, how are we gonna be sneaky? She knows where we're at.
Cookie behind you.
Stop it.
Yeah, I don't know how you guys are gonna pull that off.
Hello.
I don't think you will be able to.
I'm not. Well, I'm really not. I don't know what that was.
Oh no.
Sora, I'm not worth
Oh god.
I gotta go.
Hey,
I love you
Em.
guys.
Just
I
leave.
love you guys. Bye.
it. Wow.
The game forced me to heal instead of unhook.
Oh no.
Well,
That's some
take
bullshit.
chances.
I also, though, she hit me, and that was like
I can't, we're dead.
immediate. That was shocking. And not like the doctor, which is
I gotta
unfun.
let the puppers OUT. I'll be right back.
Okay.
Why did I lock my computer? Hello? Dumbass. Alright, I'll be right back.
Hey. Oh, shit. Nice. GG's.
Bringing a map off again. This economy? Who does that nowadays?
Okay. Darkness revealed within 8 meters of lockers. Okay, so that makes sense as to how she knew where I was the first time. She had a full exposed build, though. It was lethal, barbecue, Iron Maiden, and darkness. And the glowing concoction. Alright. What kind of jelly bean are we eating? French vanilla sounds tasty.
Ooh. What other flavors are there?
Oh, that's strong. It's from Dunkin', or in
Ooh.
collaboration or whatever. So there's toasted coconut, butter pecan, French vanilla, caramel latte, and hazelnut.
Oh, fancy.
I don't hate the caramel latte. Oh, is this hazelnut? Ugh. 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 Nope. I literally spit out the hazelnut. Don't eat the hazelnut. Wait, is that hazelnut or shit? No, the butter pecan. Hold on.
Not the friend that lives in shit. Using dark sense. All right. Haha, get banned, nerd.
What happened?
Bot got banned.
Ah.
Dark sense.
Loading up on caramel latte. This is not a jelly bean. That's a monstrosity.
Yes, your hair. Yes, your hair looks fine. My hair is like, so technically my hair is like down to here, but I have to pull it back because it's too curly. I can't do anything with it.
That's why I chopped mine.
I mean, after the wedding, I'm shaving my head.
Hell yeah.
Those are the best. I love them.
And then I can have all the hair, make it, and then add it to Sora's weave that I took.
I thought about doing like a calico dye to my hair, like doing it like dark with like red and white streaks in it. Long curly hair is elegant, so is bald.
Thank you.
Sora,
Yeah.
I'm gonna buy you a really nice weave just to watch Shining steal it from you.
Wow.
Listen, I gotta make my son happy, okay?
Alright!
Feed him more Legos.
I haven't gotten any new Legos actually.
Sora, I'll steal your weave again.
Okay.
You're on weave stealing distance.
Minecraft.
Every time I hear Sora's voice, I pick a beautiful diva man. He is a beautiful diva man.
It's a
He's very
Springtrap.
dramatica.
Beautiful.
Sora,
diva.
stop screaming! Oh my god.
Looky behind you.
That's hilarious.
He's got, corrupt.
It's Springtrap.
Jenny, I said that. Anybody want some jelly beans?
No.
They can come to the bus.
I'll take a jelly bean as long as you take the bean up the jelly.
I'm sorry.
What?
My brain just
Where?
kind of short.
I found you, William. I'm rude. Man, just axed my fucking camera.
Does that mean he's coming out of here? Well, he's that way.
He wants the Sorus.
You know what? I'm taking this axe. It's mine now. If rude.
I have to finish 4 gens in 1 match while using Dark Sense. That's cruel.
Yeah, it's not an
Horrible.
easy. Okay.
Hey,
Sora, I
girl.
don't think you were able
Hey.
to take the axe.
I'm heading to Shining's Gen.
That's fine. So he got deadlock.
It's going in a door.
Shannon, why did you get off your gen?
Because he's probably coming to this door. Yep, I called it. You can get back on it, Em. He's probably gonna. Oh, never mind.
Yeah, I'm waiting for him to.
He kicked it.
Thank you.
I'm keeping an eye out on it.
Yeah.
He see you?
Jamming, no barking.
Bark, bark.
Whoa.
Bark, bark.
Woo, 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 woo.
Woo, 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 woo. Wee, woo, wee, 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 wee.
Woo, woo, woo,
Alright,
woo,
hold on, let me see if I can get him real quick. Over here?
Oh, this isn't a 3-gen.
Where is he?
Oh, shit, gen.
behind you.
Oh, he's behind me.
Oh, I see him. Gotcha, lass.
Nice. Oh my god, Sora. You'd have been so proud of me the other day.
What'd
I-
you do? What'd you do?
I revealed one of them, Lillard.
Ah, damn it.
I've never felt so hot playing this video game.
Eruption?
Eruption?
Ew.
Love to reveal Lillard. He's hot.
Yeah,
I know.
I think
I want to meet that
What
man
just happened?
so
What the
bad.
fuck is this? This is
Same.
Springtrap. This is from FNAF, and he hit me with his axe, like kind of like how Huntress does, but he has like limited range.
I heard he gives great
Cookie.
hugs.
Yeah, hi.
Hey, I'm sleepy.
I'll get it in a second. I'm trying to just get it a little closer so that you can finish it.
Okay.
Now he's.
Thinking about me every night. Oh,
And he's a
He's
espresso.
got no, I think he's got nowhere to hide.
he might.
I'll sit in this camera and wait for you, boy.
If you come with me, there's a gen over here.
I know what Gen Shining was on too, so I was gonna head over there also.
We just need to try to make sure M can touch all of the gens.
At least if they're about to be done.
Yeah.
At least.
You can go. I was gonna say you can finish like
Yeah, that I know where it's at. I'm going over there.
Please don't get your ass clapped. Please don't get your ass clapped.
It's over here.
Oh, don't do it.
Hold on, I'm gonna sit on this side actually, so I can watch the door.
That's smart.
I got stuck.
You're doing great, sweetie.
He swung. Hooray. Keep
How?
power.
So how
Oh.
did I get my name? This is actually my name. I just made it different.
Twitch
for
handle.
streaming. Yeah, for my Twitch handle.
Whee!
Because Sora, where was your gen at that you were working on? I know it has progress on it.
On the other side of Shack.
Get the broken
Cool.
hand
Is this
back.
way.
I know he's
Nope,
done with me.
nope, aim for it. Damn it.
Oh, well, it was this one. Oh, no, it's this one.
You just hit MJ screen, right?
Like, you guys do that.
You know what? In sassy Sora voice, you're ugly, sir.
Period.
No! I'm sorry!
Oh,
Sora got.
Sora did get back.
hi, Cookie.
He got in the
Hi.
door. I moonwalk now. Ooh. My child.
He is following a scratch mark, Sam.
What a bitch. Get the fuck out of here. This is me and my kids' time. Fuck off.
I feel like we were just in this situation.
Oh God.
Miss
We were.
me, you stupid. Ow.
damn it. That's rude.
Yep.
No, they got MJ. Cookie, he's got nowhere to hide. I think. Hold on, wait.
I was like, well, if he does,
Yeah,
one,
get-
he has not looked at me.
Oh,
Oh, hello, sorry.
Oh, yep, I'm running this way.
he decided to just fake that out.
Hello.
Hello.
Keep you alive.
Why
Why
you
am
do
I
that?
the only one who hasn't been hooked this match?
Pigs. Cause you're beautiful, that's why, and you got your cowgirl outfit on.
Okay, well, that I could understand.
It's okay, Cookie.
Yeah.
I understand. I see a rat when I see one.
Thank you. Brother!
Rat lifestyle live. Somebody
Can
ask
I
me.
hear you for a minute?
Brother!
If I did any type of hiring thing, yeah, I would say yeah.
You know what? You may have downed me, but kick my gen. I dare you.
Do it.
Oh my god.
Huh.
Look at you crawling! Do you have tenacity on?
Nope.
I always
Don't
sound
touch me.
tired.
Going to EM.
It's going in the door.
Yeah, that's why I got off my gin.
Might be coming back out that same door.
Probably.
He might be.
Sure is. Sure is. Hello. Oh, what the fuck? Hello? No.
You have controls.
He is just coming straight for you.
Sure rat.
Knock it off.
Cookie.
Dumbass. I don't even care that I'm not gonna last long. Like, get off my fucking friend.
No, my generator. Free cola.
My generator. I have main at least, or not main. I have shack at least half.
He's going through a door. No, he's not. Going through shack.
Excuse me, that's why. You missed.
Hee hee.
Oh.
Push, generator, push. Ah, push it. Push it real good. Ah,
Again.
push it.
Alright, not this time.
I just really want to get this gen done for you.
Thank you. I hate stupid challenges like this. Like, they're
Okay,
just fucking
Okay,
dumb.
okay, okay.
Yeah,
We
that
got it,
was-
we got it, we got it,
That
we
was
got it.
from the early days too, mind you.
Yeah.
It was rough.
What you mean, girl? It was easy back then.
For you, probably.
For a lot of people, gens weren't
He's
as
right
long as
there.
they are now.
I know. But still, though, it's
Cookie Dad!
People had gen tapping back then. It was easy
He's
back
chasing you.
it was,
I
yes,
know.
but- Gen tapping, no.
You
kick
missed
limit.
me, baby. Ah! I'm fucking scared myself. Jesus.
That's great.
You missed me.
then. Ian behind you.
I know. I'm gonna die. bullshit. Boo. I just abandoned. I don't know.
A random cookie crawling to the corner of the map.
Shut up, Rebecca.
Rebecca!
Rebecca!
And drop a pallet. Drop a pallet to stun a killer 4 times? Ew! What the fuck?
Ugh.
Complete this in a single trial?
Ew. That's gross.
I fucking hate it here. It's the first tome, too, so, like, fuck me.
I'm just really mad that your bot's not doing
Lizard.
anything.
Lizard.
Lizard.
Oh, is he just
Lizard. Lizard.
He's just
Lizard.
dying on the floor.
Lizard.
Yeah.
Lizard. Lizard.
You got a duty quest? Yeah, I did. Alright, I need to bring a very nice medkit.
I feel like if he went to the corners, he would see me in the corners. So I'm gonna come back here.
That's me in the corner.
That's me in the dark light.
Sorry.
My religion.
No, you're not.
I don't have a religion. Jokes on you.
Boy, this is fun.
Oh, he's just bleeding you out.
Bleed out. Bleed out.
That's why I just abandoned. I'm not gonna sit and be bled out the whole time.
I was low-key hoping that I could find the hash, but... Guys, I see the light.
Hi, Tessa.
I see the light. It's getting real dark, Mr. Stark. I need my favorite plant. There. I'm dead. Yay! He didn't find me.
Did you guys see that DVD is selling like 10-year anniversary tickets to like come to a event in Montreal?
Mm-hmm.
You wanna know how much they are?
A lot.
Yeah.
Too much.
And escape? That's asking too much. But I'll try it.
Well, how much? It's like almost $200 and something just to get into the event. Plus, like, they're not paying for your hotel. Plus, not your airfare, nothing like that. So, like, basically, you're paying up the ass for a one-day event that, like, it's cool that it's, like, celebrating the 10-year anniversary of it all, but, like, nah. I need to get, like, a thing that, like a sound alert when things are, when, like, a bot comes in and gets banned by SiriBot.
Back off, you spooky bitch.
That could be one.
That's what I would do.
What?
That's me in the corner. Okay, this was a funny haha build. So, funny to me haha build. Deja, Bond, Blast Mine, and Head On.
Head on. Apply directly to the forehead.
To the forehead! Except I don't think I have my counter on anymore.
No, not the knob counter.
I know. I don't know what it was at last time I used it. Because it was at like an astronomical amount, and then I lost all the info.
Yeah.
Oh my god, guys, look. We only needed a year 7 food. We had 6, 8, 9, and a survivor pudding. And whatever the first thing on my screen was. An
Mine was
envelope?
an envelope because. No, vengeance will not be yours.
This is a personal one.
Why won't it be his?
So it's just
Lesbians.
Okay, I need to heal somebody.
I have to heal
And
or
escape.
deplete
It's a
8.
ghoul!
It's a Kaneki.
Oh, ew! Lesbian! Lesbian!
You want Rize?
Yeah, she's hot.
Sora, did you poop out a beam of light again?
Yeah, what is that?
No, Sora pooping out beams of light.
Oh.
Because he's got the holy butt.
Not the pooper.
No barbecue.
Why do these gens all have different... Oh god, I'm sorry!
He's got fucking ruin, dog.
Casa, one
Stop
and-
touching me! Get away from me, you gross bitch. Get away.
the only thing
Sorry,
he
you
did
got
was
it shining.
his freaking hitbox.
Oh, his hitbox? Yeah, it's not great.
If I only got hit through a wall.
Oh, that's not
Good
what
job,
I wanted.
Cookie.
Yay, a
Great
gen!
improvement. You ran
Whee!
for the legend. There is a chance that Ruin might have spawned up in Maine. On the off chance,
I'm about to
Damn.
back my
They're gay!
totem breaking though.
Channel 4 sounds tasty.
hold on a second, Cookie. This isn't Ruin, but I'm just on the off chance that he's got other hex builds.
There's a dull kind of near me,
Yeah.
but it's dull.
Yeah, I'm just cleansing all of them. I don't give a shit.
Mama! Hi! Your video didn't work.
Hey, I'm moving.
He's downstairs in Maine. Oh no, he's leaving. Never mind.
Why did that not work?
My game froze.
Oh no.
Is that Grand Tour or no?
No, it's a doll. Your stream is, yeah, some stuff with your stream too.
No. I'm just-
That was hella weird. Oh, you saw
Very
and
soon
heard the
suffering.
video. Oh, good. I was just locked in. Good, good.
Like our whole stuff crashed. Or something.
Probably. He did say that, like, first stream freezing up.
Mm.
I'm glad the stuff worked at least. But hi, Mama.
Not the bot dropping me the empty med kit. That's crazy.
They don't want it. Let's go over here. Any bot.
Yeah, we kind of figured.
I knew you had that
She
shit.
said her computer crashed.
What?
Yeah. We kind of... Oh, God. Oh, hi, bot.
Who do you think I am?
I found 2 dolls and still haven't found Ryan.
Thinking I can't pallets.
I'm checking main. I
Wait,
don't
Ruin's not
see
even
it.
up.
Oh. Wait, what?
There's no ruin.
How?
You lied to me this whole time. I thought there was ruin.
I thought somebody said there was ruin.
I hate this power. Why does it last for so long?
Someone
think I
literally
heard-
said there's ruin.
I think M did. I def saying that he has the Henry perk too for the gens.
What does that mean?
He can basically kick him from a distance.
Oh.
It's like a distant pop. He says that the gen he wants to break and he just presses the button.
Well, that's rude. Hi, baby.
I'm coming back.
Hello.
Yeah.
Good?
What happened? The ghoul came around the corner. My computer always crashes now when there's a ghoul.
Interesting.
That
My friend who also is streaming her
It's
entire
every single
like
time it's a
PC
ghoul,
crashed
I don't know.
Interesting.
during this match.
I heard enough.
man.
Behavior needs to kill switch him. Thank you.
That's what I heard. You just need to kill switch him. Yeah, I think she's coming back. I hope she
Why
is.
so serious?
It says click here. Please stay RB. Yeah, she'll be back.
Eddie?
And Soup is
You're
live,
welcome.
but I don't know what the fuck he got.
I'm not even gonna bother healing. I just want to be out of the.
Valid.
I don't know
Eddie
what's
tries to
happening
sneak after me, like, shoot.
because I'm not in Soup's chat. Hi, Tessa.
Bye,
Sora, I can come get you in a second.
Take your time.
Oh, yeah, there it went.
Okay.
He might come back for me, but we're coming. Oh, good, he's on Eddie Bot. Tessa, I love that emote.
He was on Eddie, and then Eddie just dragged him over the.
Oh.
zone.
Well, yeah, as one does. Obviously. Oh my god, look at his pants.
Look at my pants. My pants are amazing. It tastes just like raisins.
Cute. Sora, you sit. Oh, nice. Hi.
Hello.
That's so annoying that
Is that the
happened.
drum turkey?
Yeah, girl. I dropped
It's
some sauce.
whatever. We're not getting out of this match, so I'll just do other stuff, I guess.
That's fair.
Baby, what time are you going for
Oh, it didn't
food?
even keep me in the lobby.
Yeah, because I was the one that brought everybody in.
Ooh.
I'm coming back. God dang.
Please. Sora, what just happened?
No reason, dog. No reason.
I let them grab me.
Oh. Wait. Wait. Heh.
If the killer is somebody that can see the end game chat. Can you let him know, please, that I did not DC
Yeah.
because of him? I disconnected because of PC.
Why is
issues.
it letting me abandon?
Because no other gens have been done, and
There's
there's
a
a bot, and
killer.
you're technically the only survivor left.
Well, I want him to kick the gen and get blast mind.
Blasted.
Blasted.
The moment we locked eyes. Treasure that I see.
Japan. Where's my spaghetti? You forgato.
Eddie bot, die faster.
Damn.
Where's Jay Bibble when I need him? Sand does not look like this. This looks like concrete. Ew. Fuck is that noise? Fire. I'm not going for Eddie bot, you psycho. It's a bot.
Wow.
It's not you. I get you. There's not an offering. Why is he...
He's waiting
Die
for you to
faster.
just get him.
Hatch. Right there. Right there. Right there. Damn it.
What you waiting for?
Go find it, girl.
You can do it.
Dumbass. Get away from me! Away!
Cookie always talking shit, and then
Well, I don't fucking know where it is. Ow! Stop touching me, you little weeb. Get away from me.
oh my goodness, Cookie, you can't just call somebody a weed.
I can too! Where the fuck is this? Stop touching me!
Other side.
Stop it! Ah, no, get away from me. Wait! Did they DC?
They DC'd, yeah.
What? What? What happened?
Interesting.
Let them know that I did DC on purpose, please, before they leave.
I let him know. I said, Eddie didn't DC on purpose. I saw he lagged out. You too. They're nice. They're like, yeah, I saw. Good luck next match.
Okay.
I got time.
Okay, well, that was really sweet because I also got my challenge done because they DC'd. So,
Why?
yeah.
I feel bad.
Oops.
It happens, don't grow.
Let me in.
Let me in!
Let me in! Ba-ba.
Lizard.
Lizard. Lizard. Lizard. Lizard.
Lizard.
Unhook
Lizard.
people.
Lizard.
Great.
Lizard. 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 Lizard.
Get
Lizard. Lizard.
ready. I feel like...
A woman.
Bow, 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 down, down, down. Ugh. Down, 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 down. Going out tonight, I'm feeling alright. Why do we have the Strode Realty key still? They're not bringing that back. Why do I have it?
I have a feeling that they're going to eventually bring it back. I have a feeling, and that's why they haven't completely removed
Okay,
it.
but they said that about Hawkins, and that was gone for however long, and then they brought it back, but they didn't give any of my map offerings back.
Yeah.
Ate them all.
Well, they just left it in there to show you that it's expired
It's stupid.
and to taunt you.
Well, I don't really want to be on it, but I
I'm
don't
sorry,
want
if
to
they bring
hear.
back the Halloween chapter, they need to rework that whole fucking map again. That's just my 2 cents.
Ow.
My knife.
Going out tonight. I'm feeling alright. Wait, Shining, what are you at now? 282?
Yes.
Wait. Can I check? Can I check quick? I had 152 on Steve.
Fancy.
I was also not paying attention. What?
Wow. I asked what procedure you were on. Oh. Babe, you're
She means
Ada.
Should have specified.
Oh my god.
Oh, my
I
eyeball.
hate him.
I'm joking, 96.
Were you going to...
Or,
I
sorry,
thought you said you were
97.
going to Dottie's. Is that where you're going? Is that still where you
If he
guys are
doesn't
going?
get it by this week, he gets it by Blood Moon. And that's guaranteed.
Yep, starting on
I
the
suppose-
joysticks.
I don't
still
understand
think
how he
that-
wouldn't get it now, though.
He's 97, and if we
Yeah.
stop playing, he's not gonna get it today. That's if
That's
he
if
decides
he
to
stops
continue
playing.
Yeah. Well, I mean, he could get it today if he decides to play all day. It's up to him. Meow.
Bork.
Bucksheen.
Bokchi!
Hi, Stella.
Depending
How
on
are
what times.
you, beautiful lady?
Ew. Stella! Shining high. You look so pretty.
Yeah.
This is my chest. You go find another one. Ew, it's a fart vial.
So I can poop items.
Hi.
Yeah, we know you can poop out items. You poop out a beam of light. This map is so fucking dark.
It's a zombie. Ah!
So it's a thumb with Doc Martens on? Is that what you're telling me?
Not the thumb with Doc Martens.
Am I wrong?
Yeah, he's got fucking moon boots on.
Nope, Doc Martens.
No, moon boots.
Nope, Doc Martens.
I disagree.
Well, we can agree to disagree. But
Okay,
I'm right.
well that's true.
So,
Oh,
Stella,
we
you
had
missed
ads
it. My
starting
computer
in
crashed
14
last
seconds. I'm
match.
so
Not
sorry.
very happy about it.
You can sub. If you have Prime, you can sub for free. Yeah, so I wasn't planning on playing Deebs. But, Seb, hi! Oh, Mom, did you do your check-in? You did. Shit, I missed what you got. Sora got Joe Pieweed earlier. I got really excited about that. A not so shiny coin. Bye, baby.
Okay, I did not like the fucking noise that the shit behind me just made. Hello?
Oh, no. Jesus.
Shining.
Oh, I didn't know that's where we were. What the
No
fuck
one
is
had
a
to go
Surfetched?
crazy
Is that like a Farfetched?
Oh,
Is that the Prometheus shit?
Pokemon people, what is a Surfetched?
It's Farfetch'd, but with a shield.
it's evolution.
Oh my god, I need it.
Pain res.
Noted.
Its leak is now a sword.
Blue asters.
Yeah.
Shining, I'm sorry I was coming to save you, but I
That's
didn't
okay.
realize he was right fucking there, man.
I'm coming. No, I'm not.
I'm coming out.
Don't wanna let you go. Dun, 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 dun. I'm coming out.
He's
Na,
leaving
na,
me.
na, 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 na,
Yeah, he
na,
left
na.
me.
Meh, 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 meh. Later, remind me how to sub for free on Prime. Okay.
I want the world to know that I'll let
Nice
them
commitment.
Thank you.
shine. Sora's a committer, not a quitter.
Shining and Seb, you caught him.
No. I used a cherish ball for that. I wanted it shiny.
That
Oh
increased
my
the odds?
god.
Yeah, it increases the odds.
Oh, I didn't know it did that. Okay,
Yeah.
interesting.
There are certain I think all the cherish balls.
Now I have reason to use mine.
It also has a lower chance of catching the Pokemon, but
I'll take those odds.
I mean, for a
How
chance
you
of a
doing though,
shiny,
Stella? I hope you're doing good.
I love my shiny.
I know, girl. That's why I can see your forehead from here.
Excuse you.
No excuse, thank you.
I'm coming up. That wasn't on my body, but thank you.
Damn it. I got so excited I thought I was right there.
Almost. Might be pain res.
Pain, pain,
It
pain,
was.
res. Pain, 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 pain. Pay a spider.
Kill it.
Or a bat. Hi, bird.
Kick it, you won't. It'll be funny. Ha 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 ha.
Not the.
ha.
Wait a minute.
Nemi, no! Don't come over here. Don't kick it. No.
There's a zombie in there. Just an FYI. Oh, wait. I'm supposed to be helping. Oh, wait. I did. Yay.
Hooray.
No, get away. Wait, is there... Nothing's there. Okay. Welcome back from ads. Welcome back. My hands falling.
And then I get distance.
I'm coming out.
My gen was a little bit farther along. Ah, my
Maybe
ass!
I am collectively choosing not to do it anyway.
He's still following me.
Oh, yeah, he getting no shits about me on the jet.
How did that fucking hit me? I have questions.
Sora.
You saw nothing?
Yes. I have better together, so I see everyone's auras when I'm on the jet.
Just happen to see my high knees.
Shining, he's coming to your gen.
That's fine. Come to my gen, I dare you.
I can heal myself.
Yeah.
I did leave a med kit here. I'll take some.
Oh,
Come with
Jesus
me.
Christ.
You did it, Chad.
We did it, chat.
Actually, I'm gonna save this vaccine for endgame.
Okay.
Right,
I'll be back over there in a second.
Hey.
Cookie, I'm coming to your gen.
Okay.
Man, thought I called for him just because I wanted his zombie.
I have a feeling he's coming back.
I do not want to.
Oh, nope. He's just on Sora, who's nearby. And I'm muted.
Why are you muted?
I'm muted.
There's a zombie right there.
Yeah, we finish it before he gets us.
I mean, I don't think he was really wanting to defend main anyway.
Yeah, but I didn't want to be caught by the zombie. Also, if I can get Sora off the hook, I should be done with my rescuing.
He's putting Sora in that corner of the map where the gens are at. Trying to leave the zombies away from that side of the map. Come on.
Never mind, I can't get him. Somebody rescue him.
I'm going. Sora.
Yes.
Hold on.
He's coming back to that corner.
Run. Bitch, run!
Woo!
Oh, that's why I teach worm.
Where's the edge?
Well,
It's got
Sorry,
thrilling.
Sora.
Shut up, Tori.
Oh my god.
She's coughing all over the damn place.
Are we coming in this corner of the map? Is there a gen here?
There is.
Oh, on the shit.
Yep.
Oh, you heard me coughing. That's so unfortunate. Ow. You missed. Reach out. Round and round we go, buddy.
Did we say he does have pain res?
Yes.
Shut up, Tori.
He's going to your gen cookie.
It's fine.
Oh my god, why are both of you bitches here?
He's going to the ship. Do your gen cookie.
Do the gen?
Yeah, do the gen.
He's gonna come back.
No, he's not. Because he's kicking my gen. I got Shining Cookie. We're gonna go heal somewhere else.
I don't know if we have that option.
He's
Crash
gonna
back
be a
Thanos,
pump.
don't do it. He's on, yeah, he's on me out.
Alright.
That's
I'm gonna
fine,
go-
take him across the map. Okay, can you get her being down?
I'm gonna go start looking for a door.
The doors are on this side, I think.
There's one over here.
Yeah. He's going to that one.
Yeah, I'm gonna wait.
I would say take the vaccines and start vaccinating now, since
They are on the opposite side of the map.
woof, never mind.
Is he over there?
No. Well, he's on his way over here now, so don't come over where I'm at. Okay. He's somehow able to check the location of both doors. I'm opening the
They're
one.
literally like straight across from each other, so he's just cutting through the ship.
Cookie, I'm opening the one on the side where we.
Yeah, I'm
finished the
right
gen at.
here.
Oh, you are.
Yeah,
Okay.
we're good.
Cookie, take a hit if you can. Never mind, I'm good.
That hit you?
I don't know how. I really fucking don't.
That's so weird that it hit you out of the gate.
Literally mind your business. Eruption, pain rise, thrilling, and pop. Oh, I definitely missed pop.
Sora.
What?
Don't mind your business. That's crazy.
No one told him to chase me just because I was taking a zombie away.
Yeah, well, that's why he did it. He touched the zombie.
I didn't touch anything. I just ran by it.
Zombo. Zombo.
Zombo.
Zombo. Give me Mambo. I want her. Give.
I'm saving
Yep.
all my carrots for Mambo.
It's a good thing she's a 2-star. They did her dirty like that, Shining.
Listen, it's fine. It just means a greater chance of getting Mambo.
Mambo. Mambo.
So I'm glad to see that the site that I was using actually was right about the Umos that are being released.
Mm-hmm. Because they come out this week, right?
I think this will be my last. Just because
Mambo.
I'm really
This
not trying to go over 2 to 3 hours, and I really want to hang out in another friend's stream. So I think this next match will be my last. Which means I need to do that. And we're gonna send people over after this one. So,
Mambo.
yay!
Mambo. Imagine Mambo and
We're gonna go to
DBD.
Super Fur. We are going to Super Fur. Bow, 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 bow. All right, no one redeemed that. Fascinating. I'm learning a lot.
I see that Schmitty went live, so
yeah.
I know who I'm gonna raid.
This is my last match.
Okay.
Also,
Let's make it a good one.
He's playing DVD also. So.
oh good, there's a radius.
It's the normal one. Who is it? Oh, hi,
Who is it?
Trapper.
It's your daddy?
No, this one's wearing the basic outfit. I don't want him. It's only my daddy if he. Of course, he has that one
Oh.
trap.
Cookie.
I didn't do it. I screamed and it dropped me off the gen when he got hit out of the trap.
He's definitely a controller player because the way he just turned was a controller.
Is he trapping you, Sora?
No, he just hooked me and walked away.
Okay.
He didn't reset that trap though, so maybe he has Eerie. Who knows?
I got Sora.
I'm right here.
Everyone's on the side of the map. Shiny's down below.
I don't know what trap you were talking about.
At that window.
Oh. It is not retrapped. Still.
cool.
Oh, Sora.
Oh. Got it.
I'm right by Sora healing.
You. Ow, Shining. He stabbed me. He got stuck in his own trap.
We still haven't even finished it, Jen.
Thank you.
Ah!
Okay, so we know Dead Man's is really it.
He left me.
Okay.
Cookie, I'm coming into your room right now.
He's chopping up stuff.
I don't see you.
Oh, this is Shining then. I'm gonna commit. I don't care.
What did you trap? You trapped this, didn't you?
Oh, is he upstairs? Oh, he's upstairs.
you
Okay.
did.
He's chilling upstairs.
I think.
Yeah, he's trying to 3-gen us. Make us do all the gens downstairs. Also, if you see a totem, I would cleanse it just to be on the safe side. Oh, thank you. Is that right out there? Okay, I see where you're at, Shining.
Oh, you better take that trap back.
Where are you?
Right next to you! On the doorway!
Oh. I didn't see your aura. Oh.
Didn't matter. He's gonna keep putting that in there.
He put a trap inside of the bathroom thing area.
So he tunnels you, but not me.
Well, I stepped in the trap again, that's why.
Oh. Never
I don't know
mind.
why-
I take that statement back then.
Yeah, but I don't know why he came back to
Okay.
the gen when he was just in a chase.
Yeah, he's purposely just trying to trap you upstairs because he put a trap by the drop. Putting you upstairs.
Yeah, so we need to be careful not to 3-gen.
He's trapping bathroom again. Or resetting it, rather.
Is there a gen out in courtyard?
Possibly? I'm not worried about downstairs gens right now. I'm more worried about the upstairs one.
He's trapping really odd.
Yeah, I'm gonna force him to keep
Places.
picking these ones.
Sorry. He's staying upstairs, yeah.
That's fine. We get him to get his kick limits and we're good.
Oh, is he kicking?
No, he keeps kicking him.
Okay.
Yeah, if he wants to play like that, we can just
He
abuse
kicked
it.
mine and retrapped. He's also resetting a trap upstairs near mine.
Yeah, he's
Off!
recapped. Oh,
There was one there?
Apparently.
Joke's on him. I'm in the middle of the two traps.
How did I not step in that? Hello?
he kicked my gen. So he's blinded.
Is your gen upstairs or downstairs, Cookie?
Up.
Oh, okay. Okay. Because there's one down here by the staircase, so we'll save that one.
He's going down that hallway where the
Yep.
gen where you.
There he is.
Keep him distracted, basically.
So yeah.
And traps again.
Nice.
He's coming back to me. He's gonna come reset these traps.
He's on me right now.
I'm
Oh, yeah,
getting
'cause
the
he has another gen.
I'm getting the gen down here ready.
Yep.
The hallway behind my character is trapped pretty well.
Okay. So there is no gen there is no gen in courtyard, by the way.
Okay.
Yep. I blocked the dead man's on my gen.
Sora, there's two traps.
Oh,
Okay.
fuck.
Oh, cool. Honing stone.
There's another trap going behind me.
I know he's got two traps by these windows, so be careful. Like these.
Damn. I'm sorry, Sora.
You're fine.
If he's coming, Cookie, just run down that
Oh my god.
If you need to come downstairs to get healed, I'm down
yeah,
here.
If you need to get healed, just go downstairs. He's not going downstairs.
I don't really know how to
Like,
get
he's staying
down.
upstairs to just strictly protect gens.
I hear you, Cookie.
Yeah, I'm just trying not to.
Yeah,
That's
just
a
be
trap,
careful where
okay.
you're stepping. I've got this one going when he runs out of kicks up there.
Oh, it's blocked.
Interesting.
Thank you.
Okay. Okay, so yeah, we're not gonna finish this one yet. We can get it as close as possible. Alright, I say we hop off now.
Yeah, he refuses to just step away from the gen.
I'm gonna just patrol around and see.
Oh, he's trapping the hallway now.
Yeah, that's what he'd been doing.
That's how he got me.
Yeah.
Literally put it right around the corner.
I'm gonna
He's
get
heading
Cookie
to
here,
you.
but-
Yeah.
It's okay. Go ahead. Kick that gem, buddy. I promise. It's fine. Smile.
Smile. Just gonna push this a little farther.
And enjoy.
Oh, you should be able to heal the variety.
I wonder, do you have the gates trapped?
I didn't
You
see.
might.
No, I just checked
No.
one of the gates and the gate's fine.
No, yeah.
Oh, you're from Fantastical Parade. Okay.
My gen doesn't have that many kicks left.
Do you
I don't
want to
think
be
the ones-
healed?
I don't think the one Sora was working on does either.
I know one thing. Once this toolbox is drained, I have all the stacks I need to get it back again. Thank you. Alright, I'm going back to my gen.
Oh,
Oh fuck. Damn it. I don't know. I knew that that was trapped. I don't know why I fucking ran over there.
Why do I not see auras of people down right now?
No idea.
No, it's not knockout.
He is retrapping that door.
Thank you. You just made that easier for me, dummy. Now I have this door opened.
Cookie, yeah, be careful. Yep, come on, grab me. Yep. We'll run downstairs. This way, just follow me.
Yeah, of course you're not gonna chase me. The fool.
I would have chased.
he is chasing. He is chasing.
No, he ain't.
No, he ain't.
No, he's
here.
not. Never mind.
He's just making sure that he fully pushes us out. It's okay.
He doesn't-
We win these if he's just gonna keep playing like this.
You just gotta play it smart.
Because currently all his traps are upstairs, so he's got nothing down here.
Yeah. Also, people who play this forget kick limits are a thing.
I'm a-okay with that.
We're positive there are no other gens on the basement floor.
I'm double checking.
Okay.
I don't think that there is.
You shut the
Nope,
doorway?
that one's done.
No, you did not. Okay. No,
I'm-
I can't get around that.
I'm
That's
cleansing this other totem really quick.
unfortunate. Come back to me.
Problem is if we don't go up there and
Oh, he came downstairs. Yeah, what are you gonna do? Chase? Oh no, you put a trap in the doorway, whatever. Oh, you didn't even do it, coward.
Bork.
Bork.
I'm being careful going into the bathroom.
Yeah. Bye.
Cookie, no. I'm in music room.
How? How?
He actually went downstairs. Holy shit.
I mean, the gens are probably regressed to nothing by now, so.
I had just started one from basically from scratch.
You got a cookie?
Yeah, I'm on my way there.
I'm hoping I can get Blast on it before he comes back over here.
Come here.
Nope, not looking like it. Missed.
So you see my gen up there where it's lit?
Yeah.
I don't think that there were any traps over there.
Okay.
I'm gonna go if you want to follow just in case.
I'm just double checking on. Oh shit.
Yeah, if he kicks that gen down there, just get it back to as close as possible. Uh-huh. He kicked my gen up there.
I gotta go back to my gen side. check everything because I know he retrapped everything.
Yeah.
Ugh.
He's down here with me.
Okay.
Never mind. He's going back up.
Oh, you moved the trap. Where'd you put it at this time? Oh, right here.
He's going back.
It's okay.
Bye, Mama. I love you.
Oh, he came back from this way. Okay.
Oh, I'm going back to music room.
Okay. He's just retrapping.
This is
He's going
boring.
back towards your direction. More power to me. You just keep letting me diss one of these traps.
I can't tell where he's at. I know he's upstairs, I think, but I think
don't
he's
know where you
trapping the bathroom way.
went. That's a mistake on his part. Then I'm gonna get progress on this gen. I will
Yeah,
say,
he's
if
wa-
one of the gens
he's
are
walking
almost
away
done, just
now.
be ready by a door.
Well. Yeah.
You missed.
Fucking Christ, Cookie, help!
I'm coming, I'm coming, I'm coming.
No, you
Be
got time. He
careful.
kicked my gen. He has
Be
to
careful.
recap all this stuff over here and kick my gen. Oh, but you're down. That's not good.
I'm good.
Um.
We got time, we got
no,
time.
He just left over here.
You got time, you got time, you got time, you got time. Alright, now I'm dead. But you guys get out.
Cookie, head to a door.
I can't. I gotta head to the gen that needs to finish.
He's going back upstairs.
My gen's done.
Okay. Done.
Oh, how's he gonna play this? Because these doors are absolutely terrible.
Yeah, I'm in a locker in between by the door that I
He's on
just
me. He's on me.
finished the gen at. Okay. Fuck.
Got stuck on nothing. Cookie, open the door in this case.
I'm trying. He trapped the door.
That's fine. No, you got time. You got time.
Shining! No bags.
What? If he's gonna play like that, I'm gonna do that to him too.
Shining, can you make it over here?
I'm gonna. No, I'm dead. Just open the door and I'm dead.
Are you sure?
Yeah.
Yeah, just
I
he
want
might
somebody
get
dead
hatched.
to keep this health.
Yeah.
God, is he dead though? Yeah, I'm dead here. You guys fine?
The next question.
It's alright. I think somebody escaped.
Christ, that took forever.
It did.
That was like a whole fucking 3 matches right there.
No, seriously.
Jesus.
Alright, well, I'm gonna mute for a second. I'll be right back.
Nar.
Bye.
Thank you for the games, Cookie.
I love you.
Love you too.
Alright, we are going to add That's where we're going. We're going to soup. Please, please, please. Follow if you haven't. We're gonna go say hi to Superfur. And thank you guys for hanging out for a little bit. It was nice. Okay. Bye.